Mudslide again here. Oh, let's see. Highway 38, we're just coming into Angelus Oaks. I was just talking about that big rock back there in the throat out. I was talking about the camp guys. He had one hit his vehicle. Excuse me. He said he saw the first one coming down and he avoided it. He didn't see the second one. He said it was about bowling ball size, and he said it went through his roof. Like there's 2 layers of sheet metal. It went through the first roof, sheet metal, and the bottom one stopped it. And I was like, whoa, that's, woo, a little heavier, and it might have hit him in the head. That's crazy. But there's always been rock, coming up this stretch below Angelus Oaks, so you have to be careful. If you go flying through here, I've seen a lot of people with broken radiators and oil pans. They ask them what happened. They go, well, it was kind of going fast. The rock will be all the way across it. You can't swerve around it. And if you're going fast, you can't brake in time. So you just got to eat the rocks. With these lower slung cars, that's not good. Now, CHP. Oh, hold on. Yeah, they can't see till they pull out. The walls, the berms are so tall that I stopped for a lady yesterday at Fort. Oh, she couldn't see till she was halfway in the road. I just stopped to kind of help block for her. There's Caltrans here. Caltrans got a yard here. And you always see them coming in here. And looks like some Edison guys. SECC. He's clearing out the lot there. The other berm, the piles there are 15 feet high from the parking lot of the Oaks. The Oaks is closed on Monday and Wednesday. I had some fish tacos there last night. God dang, were they so good? I wanted to show you Middle Control Road. The berm here is, I wanted to take a picture of it. The berm, bottom of Middle Control Road in Seven Oaks has got a barricade, but some people went around it, but they didn't get very far. Here's the upper end of Middle Control Road on the left there. See that berm? That berm's what, about 10 foot high? And nobody's going down Middle Control Road for a while. And one thing I found to put in your emergency kit that I didn't have, that I see people up here using, is that bright flow orange or flow green paint, because they're marking like vehicles that are buried so the plow don't eat them or smash them, and they're marking. Basically, you can mark anything you want, like in the snow, the building. You'll see search and rescue mark the buildings with the code they have that's saying it's been cleared. I think they even might have markings for needs help, or they have I forget the code, but they can look at that sprayed on the house and know that it's already been checked. There's people there, they're safe, or they've evacuated. So grab you a couple cans of that flow orange, or that flow green, fluorescent green spray cans. Throw that in your disaster pack. Some people write help SOS messages with it in the snow, or their address. Say a lot of signs are covered up now, and they're marking addresses, needs help, these meds, whatever. They're pointing into the driveway. That's the thing, you can't even see driveways. I've driven past a couple places. I was like, whoop, there it is, and backed up because it looks different, and a lot of the signage is covered up. So that's your disaster preparedness kit tip. One that I didn't have. I never thought of that. This is up where they had the avalanches. Excuse me. Shane said they were by Cedar Falls, Camp Cedar Falls, which will be coming up in a little bit. It looks like, let's see what the temp is. I got 48, almost 50 degrees. Yeah, the snow's melting. Thank God. But it's not melting real fast. Because it's getting down to, I think last night I saw high 20s up here at Big Bear. Mid 20s. But we're going on, excuse me, I got a hairball. We're going on 2 weeks tomorrow since the first. It was 2 blizzards. It was the first blizzard. A lot of people say the second blizzard was a couple days break and then a second blizzard. A lot of people say that second blizzard was worse. More snow and it was wet, heavy. A lot of people are calling it concrete snow because it's not fluffy snow. It's wet and it's frozen. It's like instead of picking up a shovel full of snow, they're chopping out giant ice blocks. This is where the ambulance was right here, I believe. See how I remember it got real. They only had one lane open when Caltrans punched a hole through it. I came up the next day, and Shane said, yeah, they were able to punch a hole. Instead of covered up, whoa, man, I hit some ice right there. Wasn't ready for that. Thankfully, the other car slowed down. Yeah, I didn't see that ice, and I was turning. Yeah, that's why you want to take it easy up here, because you saw how it threw me sideways. You get a car coming the other way. Oh man. Yeah, I didn't hit that yesterday. I don't know if that's a new ice spot. Yeah, that could have been melt off and it froze. Yeah, that was. It's like, whoa. Especially in this section, this north side of the ridge gets very little sun. Some of these places don't even get sun, so it stays frozen. And sometimes, a lot of times, it's black ice. A lot of times there was a lot of accidents in here in this stretch from here to Camp Cedar Falls. Now Shane said it was 2 avalanches. I get a feeling the other one was down here. Oh yeah, we get the dark side again, and I'm gonna take it easy. What was it, Neil? Was it Neil Simon saying about slip sliding away? We were slip sliding back there. Oh, big old food truck. At least they're getting food up the mountain. Now, whether the hard part is they can get it up the mountain. The hard part is the people can't. Excuse me. The people can't get to the food, so they're having to, There was a picture of a kid, a young guy, a young man. Thank you for him too. He see how they're blocking their entrances. There's Camp Cedar Falls. I think they're worried about people trying to turn around, or people coming in the Googans to snowplay to trespass. But I haven't seen any Googans yet. I haven't seen anybody. Plus, the forest is closed. You can't come up to snowplay. But back to the food, they got convoys going up, helicopters going up, and I know Goodwin's was one place they were doing it in the parking lot. But if you can't get out of your driveway or house, and even if you can, if it's a 5-mile walk, a lot of people can't do that. That guy looks like that's Mowbray's, the tree guys. The thing you got to watch for is see these berms. They're collapsing now that they're melting. I think this is where the other avalanche was, right here. See how high the berms are? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was one of them. They've got the turnouts fairly well. There was a guy, I saw one loader guy yesterday working, I think, where was he? He was further up. But these berms are collapsing into the road. I've seen a couple where they covered half the lane. that whole thing will break off from the right berm and just. That's why when you come flying around a corner, you're going to have to be able to stop if there's a car coming the other way. Oh, where are we at here? This was the creek that blew out in that mudslide up here that closed the highway for 3-4 weeks. Stetson Creek's up above us where the big slide was that hit the travel trailers. Yeah, because right here when that Stetson Creek blew out, right here's where the chippies had us stopped. Media was waiting right here to go in and take a look. It buried about 5 trailers. Or wait, 2 or 3 trailers that were being pulled, and then a couple of cars. There was one Audi SUV that almost got shoved down Stetson Creek. These are Big Bear people. I'm curious what's going on the check at Sugarloaf, because they said residents only. I wonder if they're letting these guys come down, if there's even anybody at that checkpoint. We'll find out in a little bit. This is Stetson Creek right here. This is the one where the travel trailers got buried in about 8 foot of mud, rocks, boulders. That's the creek, and there's another drainage right here. They put in a culvert, I guess, to help drain that little creek. And I'm curious about Stetson Creek Road is right here in this turnout. They're buried, so I wonder if they're going out the other way, or I'm looking to. Yeah, their road is right there. I see. It looks like somebody shoveled. Maybe they shoveled a pathway down. There's cabins right below there. There's about 2 or 3 cabins. There's 2 guys on my tail where these guys are flying. This is what I mean about people flying up here. They're driving like it's a normal day. I'll hit the first turnout, guy. Just chillax. The problem is there's not a lot of turnouts up here. Well, there are, but and they're cleaned out. But on this upbound side, there's not as many. Yeah, I'll be able to pull up. There's one coming up on. In fact, I got a turn here at Jenks Lake Road anyway. There's the ups guy. Now they said somebody was complaining about. They said the checkpoint at Bryant was turning away FedEx. I just saw a FedEx truck come down. So I don't know if he's coming from Big Bear, or maybe they're. I don't know why they're stopping delivery drivers. You know, they got to. Oh, I don't want to run over it because I don't know if these are rocks. I'll straddle them. But see how the snow's really coming down here? It looks like it's melted out of the trees. This is Jenks Lake Road. Jenks Lake Road West. It parallels 38 for about 5 miles. And then when it comes back in at 38, they call it Jenks Lake Road East. I'm heading up here to one of the camps to drop this diesel off. Yeah, see how it's all breaking and falling into the road? Oh, man, I hope none of this is rocked. It should be. 4C Creek Trail, head parking lot right there, and Camp Round Meadow on the right. That's a good hike up the Mount San Bernardino. It's the fire. Excuse me, I haven't been up since the fire, but they say that part of it's burned. You know, you'll go from pine trees to just bare moonscape. And there's not a lot of cover. You know, I liked it because it had a lot of cover. You know, you weren't out in that blazing sun. But now I think it's half covered. Ooh, yeah, gotta be careful. There's ice right here. Yeah, you can see where it's frozen. I don't know if this is from a blade, maybe. That looks like maybe a plow guy came through and tried to widen it. Maybe he left dribbled a little snow off his blade. Yeah, that could be from plow guy. I see marks like a plow went through here. But it was kind of snowy yesterday on this Jenks Lake road. Oh, there's a guy there working. Yeah, there's a road grader. Yeah, that's where that's probably from. Is that road grader guy? You okay? You okay? I want to make sure he sees me. Is it okay? Is it okay? I guess so. He's gonna sit. I was hoping he'd wave me on. I usually want them to wave me by. That way they see me. That's Barton Road. I talked to Mike that lives down there in one of the cabins. He's the only guy in there, and he made it. The pavement ends about halfway down. He had to hike about, I think he said, a couple hundred yards to his cabin. But he said 4 feet. And he said that somewhere up here. Oh, look at this avalanche here. Yeah, look at that. See, it's starting to collapse back down. Get a picture of this. Make sure nobody's coming. Mike said that I asked him if he was postal when he was walking. He said, yeah, you really need snowshoes. He said that camera working here, that he sunk up to his crotch, and that's the problem with deep snow. You're postal. You really need snowshoes. Yeah, this is gonna be I get that big old chunk of snow. I'm gonna run over it. That'd be hell to get buried. You could get buried back in by the collapse like that. You know, if it collapsed. Anyway, I'm going to shut the video off. I got to get to work and drop these off, and I'll pick you back up. Thanks for watching.